So, our consult with me today, we've had this flurry of weight management program inquiries because I know we've already touched on these things before, but I had a patient the other day call. She is very fit. She eats well. She's going through menopause, hasn't quite gone through menopause. She is using HRT, not from our office, someplace else. But she
That's
said,
her first mistake.
yes, she's coming to our office and she's very open to doing everything
Good.
at our office. But
Great.
she is suddenly 15 pounds heavier just in this age 54. It's like 53, 54. You see this a lot, I think, in the office.
I'd say 45 to 55, but
And then it creeps up. Or sometimes it's someone like this where they're like, I don't know what's happened, but
Right.
I've changed nothing. Some people say that it's not true.
But in this case, in these cases,
yes,
it is true.
Yes, it
Their
is
metabolism has changed, and they just haven't got other evidence of it. But it's because their metabolism has changed.
Yeah. So
It's a
she's
huge
coming in.
change
I
that
know.
women go through.
I'm so excited for her because I know she's going to lose the weight. It's just going to be an instantaneous thing. And why is that with these GLPs, with this type of person? Why does it work so well? Because we do have those patients that are stuck on the Phentermine and they won't use the other.
Do we? We don't have very many patients on
Yeah, we have a
Phentermine now.
few that really refuse to do the GLPs. And what's the difference between using a Phentermine or using a GLP?
Okay. Phentermine is an amphetamine derivative.
So it's like speed.
Yes.
So it just burns.
It does more than that. It does that, but more in that it suppresses the appetite as well.
Okay.
And that's why it's been used for decades effectively to help people lose weight, because the appetite is such a force in all of this.
Yeah.
The GLP-1 agonists, totally different in how they work. They're multifactorial, in fact. They slow gastric emptying, they decrease insulin resistance.
So do people get constipated on them?
They can with both. If they are significantly reducing calories, it's just generally easier for patients to lose weight with the GLP-1 agonist than it is with Phentermine. And we offer both programs.
Yeah.
And some patients just don't want to do the GLP-1, don't like the idea of an injecting themselves.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And that's, of course, not necessary with Phentermine. I'd like us having both.
Is Phentermine a pill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, one a day. If you take it too late in the day, it'll disturb your sleep.
Okay.
Because it's long-acting, relatively long-acting. That problem doesn't occur with the agonists. Other problems, though, such as nausea and bloating and cramping, can occur with the GLP-1s as well. So nothing is perfect, but the agonists are definitely more effective and easier for patients than the Phentermine program. And I think also patients often run into just a brick wall, a barrier after a certain weight loss with Phentermine. Yeah. And then there's a problem of there is a problem with Phentermine that is addictive. And so we have to be concerned about it.
Why is it addictive?
Amphetamine's addictive.
Oh, okay. Just because in that time period that you take it, do you feel better? Is it like a steroid or?
No, it's not like a steroid. It's addictive that the body gets used to it. It's not that the patient just wants it, but their body is craving it. And so it becomes less effective.
Okay. But do you feel better on it? Is it like, do you get more done? Do you have better focus?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I've never used it. But
okay. What do people say?
Yeah, I think that yes, people do feel more effective, more efficient. But it's not just that physical feeling that causes people to be addictive. It is chemically addictive. Your body gets used to it, relies on it.
And then you withdraw.
And then you have a withdrawal. Yeah.
So people that go off it, they withdraw.
Yes. It's difficult to decrease the dose or to stop, slow down with it.
Yeah. But Ozempic, people don't get addicted to it. You can just come off of it.
There's no physical addiction to those.
The problem with Ozempic is we have a grouping of people that do come off it and gain the weight back because they just don't change their lifestyle.
That's going to happen with any weight loss method. And it actually happens too with people that have bariatric surgery for weight control because they're grossly obese or morbidly obese.
Yeah.
It's done for lesser conditions than that, certainly, but for some of them, that is the situation. And you would think with this method, it's doing the surgery to decrease the absorption of calories, et cetera, and people can seem to eat just what they want at that point. They still have a problem with the gastric size, the size of the stomach, as being a limit to what they can eat. But they get used to that, or their stomach adapts. Yeah. And they can be back and absolutely as bad as they were in the beginning, to making these pointless. Yeah.
I've only known one person that has had that surgery, and she has just kept it off. She looks better than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you would think that people would do that. They're going through a major operation to get to that position, but they don't always follow up.
That's because it's a lot of like psychiatric stuff.
Yeah. And that's a huge part of
people that overeat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Well, thanks for listening. We're getting really good feedback. We'd really appreciate a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you're listening. Thank you. You can always DM the Vagina Doctor Instagram with any questions or topics you'd like to learn more about, or email us. The Vagina Doctor Podcast. It all starts here.